You know what gets me excited every single year? That first day when pitchers and catchers show up to spring training. And this year, it hits different for the Toronto Blue Jays because they're hungry, they're angry, and they should be. Let me paint the picture for you. Wednesday morning in Dunedin, Florida, the 2025 American League champions walk through those gates knowing exactly what it feels like to be one game away from a World Series title and fall short. One game. That's the kind of pain that either breaks a team or fuels them for an entire season. And from everything we're seeing, Toronto chose the latter. This isn't just another spring training. The Blue Jays are celebrating their 50th season in 2026. 50 years of baseball in Toronto. But here's the thing about anniversaries and celebrations. They mean absolutely nothing if you don't back them up with results. The front office understood that assignment perfectly. While other teams were sitting on their hands this offseason, Toronto was making moves, big moves. They went out and grabbed Dylan Cease, a guy who can absolutely dominate when he's on. They brought in Cody Ponce and Tyler Rogers to bolster that bullpen. But the move that has everyone talking, Kazuma Okamoto from Japan. This isn't some reclamation project. This is a legitimate MLB-caliber infielder who's going to make an immediate impact. Now here's what I love about this team. Full squad workouts don't officially start until Monday, but you've already got position players showing up early. That tells you everything you need to know about the mentality in that clubhouse. Nobody's satisfied. Nobody's content with being American League champions. They want the whole thing. Wednesday gave us our first glimpse of Cease, Ponce, and Rogers in Blue Jays gear. And I don't care if it's just throwing bullpens in February. There's something about seeing new additions in uniform for the first time that gets the blood pumping. These guys weren't brought in to maintain the status quo. They were brought in to get Toronto over that final hurdle. Okamoto isn't even expected in camp until the weekend, which means the full roster won't be together for a few more days. But that almost makes it better. The anticipation is building. The buzz is real. And when he does arrive, that's when this thing truly kicks into high gear. The first spring training game is scheduled for February 21st against the Phillies in Dunedin. Circle that date because even though it's a meaningless exhibition game on paper, both teams are going to treat it like it matters. That's just the nature of these guys. Competitive spirits don't take days off just because the games don't count in the standings. What makes this Blue Jays team so dangerous is the combination of experience and hunger. They know what it takes to win in the playoffs. They've been there, they've tasted it, but they also know what it feels like to come up short when it matters most. That's a powerful motivator. The pieces are in place. The talent is undeniable. The pitching staff got significantly better. The offense already had the firepower. And most importantly, the mentality is right. When you've got players showing up early to spring training without being required to, that's a championship culture. Toronto isn't sneaking up on anyone this year. Expectations are sky high, and rightfully so. But here's the difference between a team that cracks under pressure and one that thrives under it. Preparation. And from day one in Dunedin, it's clear the Blue Jays came ready to work. The road back to the World Series starts now. Not in April, when the regular season begins. Not in October, when the playoffs roll around. Right now, in February, in Florida, with pitchers and catchers getting their work in. Championships aren't won in spring training, but they're definitely built there. The Blue Jays are back, and this time they're not settling for close.